Good morning, Democrats. It is wonderful to see everybody here and wonderful to be at this historic convention where we will nominate the next president of the United States, Hillary Rodham Clinton. Let's hear it for our nominee. It's great to be with DC Democrats, and let's acknowledge the chairwoman of our party and council member at large, Anita Bonds. Give Anita a big round of applause. Getting ready for these conventions is no small feat, so to all the leadership of the party, I want to say thank you. To all my friends on the Council of the District of Columbia, let's give them another big round of applause. And I can say this with all seriousness as mayor. I love it when they're on recess. Right, Phil? It's fantastic. But to Phil Mendelson and Jack Evans and Brianne Nadeau and Anita and soon to be Trayon Wright, who is our Democratic nominee in Ward 8, give them all a big round of applause. So I think you know I had the opportunity to go to the Republican convention too.
Thank you.
And to be here this week. And I'm probably a rookie in the room in terms of the number of Democratic conventions I've been to. This is my third. Who's been to 10? Anybody been to 10?
Wow.
Who's been to more than 10? So Plotkin, Judy Gold, Jocelyn Williams, they're the veterans. Let's hear it for the veterans of the Democratic fight. The first convention I got to go to was in Denver with all of you, where I was a delegate to nominate Barack Obama. And later on in the year, I got to be one of the 3 electoral college votes to actually vote for Barack Obama on behalf of us all. And thank you for that, Anita. I think Anita tapped me for that one, so I want to thank you for that. And then 4 years later, we got to elect the president. And then I realized on Tuesday morning when I woke up this week after hearing the most phenomenal convention speech I've ever heard from our First Lady, that what it meant was we're starting to say goodbye to the Obamas. And then we really saw last night when we heard from our wonderful president that we will be saying goodbye to the Obamas. But not for long, because they're going to be living in Calorama. I wasn't sure if it was Ward 1 or Ward 2 right in that neighborhood.
Only till 2020.
Okay, so it is. But like the president said, he is leaving the party and he's leaving all of us in good hands with Hillary. And I got to tell you, I am, some people say, well, we're not that excited. I am really excited about Hillary Clinton because the president was right when he said that she is the most qualified person ever to run for president. And Joe Biden was right that Donald Trump is the least qualified person to ever be nominated or considered being president. So the choices are clear for me. And I think that Cecile Richards was also right. We're not just nominating a woman, we're nominating this woman. And this woman has been in governors' houses. She has got herself to the White House already. She's been a senator. She's gone around the world as Secretary of State. And now she's running for president. And look at all of that experience, working with Republicans. You got to work with them. We know that, right, Democrats? We're going to have to work with them. Working with leaders around the world. And what was consistent in what we heard about Hillary today, or all week, was how tough she is and how she never, ever quits. Now, I'm a woman in politics, and I got to tell you, you have to be tough, and you can never, ever quit. And that's why I'm so proud, like you, that we cast 39 of our votes for Hillary Rodham Clinton and 5 votes for a very tough candidate who we should also acknowledge and give appreciation to in Bernie Sanders. Now let's turn to something else very important to us. And did you hear the appreciation we got in that room when we talked about statehood? Did you hear the appreciation our Congresswoman got when she walked on that stage and talked about statehood? People are asking me, what are you doing at these conventions? Our job is to educate our fellow Americans about our second-class citizenship, that we pay taxes, federal taxes, and we don't have votes in the Congress. And that's got to stop. I want to acknowledge and thank our delegation and the Senators Brown and Strauss and Congressman Garcia. Give them a big round of applause. They are really doing the hard work on the Hill around DC, but it's really up to all of us. I have been very honored with the New Columbia Statehood Commission that was created in law actually by Chairman Mendelson a couple of years ago. So Phil, thank you for that foresight. And the Statehood Commission has really pushed hard in the last months to make sure that we are in a position when we have a new president and we have a new Congress to have a renewed push for our petition for statehood. And that's so important. And a key piece of that is making sure we've updated and streamlined our Constitution and making sure we're educating our residents about what it means. So on November the 8th, we're all going out with a resounding yes vote for statehood for Washington, D.C. This is what I know. And I have been asked this question a lot because it wasn't too long ago when like-minded people like us, all Democrats, controlled the White House, the House of Representatives, and the Senate. Now, what happened at that time, the financial world was falling apart, and our new president saved us all. So the next time we have like-minded people in positions that can make sure it happens, in her first year, we want to make sure that she has a package from Washington, D.C. that says we're ready for statehood. And that's what this 2016 push is all about. We want to tell the world we're ready. We're going to tell D.C. we're ready. We're going to be able to tell the new president we're ready. And we got to push the new Congress to say we're ready. The opportunity we have with Hillary Clinton is not only that she clinches the White House, but she brings some more Democrats along with her. Did you see all those great Democrats running for Senate? Great Democrats running for the House of Representatives? And we'll cross our fingers that there's some like-minded Republicans out there, or we're going to make them like-minded, because that's what it's going to take to get statehood for Washington, D.C. So my job as mayor of the District of Columbia, in addition to making sure we're balancing the budget with the Council of the District of Columbia, making sure we're making investments in schools and public safety, is also to make sure that we're doing everything that we can to make our union more perfect. Now, somebody, criticized me for saying that we should have a little fun and make America great with the 51st state. That's fun, right? You gotta have a little fun. And people will criticize us even more for saying, what are they doing up there at conventions and talking to Republicans? But you gain nothing and you make no change by preaching to the choir. So will you join me in trying to convert some people to our movement? Will you join me? I know you will, Frank. And we also have to remember all the work that all of you have done all these 30 years. And so when we've had these constitutional conventions and we sit down and we talk about what we need to do next, so many people came forward and said, this is what we did in 82. This is what we did in 87. I think this will work here. I think this won't work there. And it's going to take all of us building on the work of people who came before and getting ready for the people who are going to carry this forward to do, that we all come together. Because indeed, we are stronger together. So thank you, everybody. Go out and have a great convention. Let's get Hillary Clinton elected. Let's support great Democrats all over our country. And let's make sure we're educating Americans wherever we go about the 51st state. Thank you all.